Hi everybody, welcome to Hormel Stadium here in Medford, Massachusetts for 2014 Ultimate Showcase Series. Today the D1 High School All-Star Game between our red and blue team. Jeff Poster here today. Red starting things off, pulling to blue. We had our D2 All-Star Game earlier where the blue team finished off red 15-9. Let's see if blue holds up here as Toby Harvey out of Concord Carlisle High School floats one up. Nice reach and grab there by Anthony Screama. And another quick grab there. Willie Stewart, Masconomet High School, recently just came off the D1 championship. Quick score makes it 1-0 blue. Blue set to pull, already up 1-0 under head coach Matt Little from Andover High School and Claudia Vasquez, the assistant from Boston Club. On the red sidelines, it's Dave Christensen, the head coach, Alicia Score, the assistant, who was one of the assistants in our first game in the D2 game. And blue pulling to red, already up 1-0. See how red comes back to respond as they reel it in. Red did have a couple of changes to their roster. Jonathan Chi out of Acton Boxborough, handling right here. And that was their first turn. They were trying to get it to Grace Casto from Andover. Couldn't come up with it. She slipped. Willie Stewart picks things up. Nice put there over to Toby Harvey. Harvey around to his left. And now gets it right back. Harvey again to his left. And a little bit too high, intended for Screama. Anthony Screama from Somerville. So really just right down the street for him to come here to Medford. Red will get another chance at it. And laying out for the grab, but couldn't come up with it. It's a tough grab. That was number 12, Adam Meserve out of Sharon. Sharon Ultimate, familiar here with Hormel Stadium. They've been a team that's gotten a lot of help from the Whitecaps, who call Hormel Stadium their home. Jonathan Chi intercepts that one, takes it away up ahead to Adam Grammer, also out of Masconomet High School. So as what happened in our D2 game, we have teammates in their regular season now having to play against each other. Red still controlling. Swinging it up this near sideline, now putting it up and D'd away. It was intended for Isaiah Feldman Schwartz, all the way from Northampton, number 5. D'd up by his counterpart, number 5 of blue, Tim Scotch from Lexington. Blue up 1-0 here early in a second game of our high school doubleheader here today. And Boston Whitecaps will host the DC Current following this game. It's part of the MLU action as Anthony Screama brings that one in. John Chi right up there on the mark. Up ahead to Harvey. Toby Harvey. And that one's picked off. Adam Grammer has been involved here early for red. Nice layout right there. Feldman Schwartz. Trying to get rid of it. Swings it over to the right. Russell Smith from Concord Carlisle up ahead to Chi. Back in the hands of Grammer. And Harvey was really the only one there. Picks that one right off. Up ahead to Alex Majoni, BC High. He's all alone downfield. Russell Smith was the only guy near him. Well behind, though. He'll dump it back to Scotch. Here's Harvey. Harvey threatening right there. Instead, swing it back mid in the hands of Screama. Scotch again. And in the hands for the score. Blue now up 2-0. Blue set to pull again, up 2-0 here early. Much faster paced game than we saw in our D2 game. Nice pull there. And red still looking to get on the board. Start things off in the hands of Feldman Schwartz. As blue gets down the field for the mark. Jonathan Berlowitz moves it up ahead. Feldman Schwartz again, swinging it up on this near side. That's Daniel Weinstein, Lincoln Sudbury High School. Over to Yuri Starr from Sharon. There's a hawk, first one we've seen this afternoon. It's going to float up. Will it stay in? It does. Jonathan Burowitz, Lincoln Sudbury gets red on the board. 2-1 now the score. Blue up 2-1. Red, though, benefits the first long huck of the game. And Blue will try answer right back. Here's Alex Nolte. Starting things off. He's got a man streaking downfield, now making an undercut. And I believe we have a foul away from the disc. Anthony Scrima made the catch. So he's just going to hold on to it. And play will resume. Scrima faked that big huck. Said goes to that man anyway, and it's D'd away. So Red with a chance here for a break. That was Yuri Starr and a Sharon with the D. Jonathan Burlowitz making that grab as the wind. Again, wind has been kind of on and off here this afternoon, picking up and kind of choosing its spots. And that disc dropped. And Feldman Schwartz looked like he might have lost his footing as he slipped, moving to his right, and just bobbled away right there by Willie Stewart. So Red gets it right back. Adam Grammer picking it up after his classmate Stewart took it away, or dropped it, I should say. Here's Red again. In the hands of Justine Gorin out of Lexington High. A couple of Lexington players here today. Nice grab right there. Red moving on that far side. Over to Feldman Schwartz. Brings it up ahead to Grammer. Grammer, nice put there, and in for the score. We're knotted at 2 as Jonathan Burowitz reels it in. Red set to pull here, now tied 2-2. And Blue will try to answer right back in our D1 High School All-Star game as Tim Scotch starts things off. And that one's going to sail away. Toby Harvey almost had a hand on it as it was pretty low to the ground. Couldn't pick it up, though. And now Red a chance for their first lead. Actually, that'd be the first time we saw a Red team leading today as Blue was coast to coast in the first game. This is going to be a nice layout right there. Tough throw, but a good layout. Keep things alive as Sophie James out of Lincoln Sudbury High School floats one up and into the hands of Justine Gorin, her second score of the game, and puts Red on top, 3-2. 3-2 our score now, Red on top. First time we've seen a Red team in the lead as in the D2 game, as I mentioned previously. Blue went coast to coast for the win, so we'll see if this D1 Blue team can answer right back. Justine Gorin out of Lexington headed to UMass Amherst next year. And Red takes it right back. That's Jonathan Burlowitz. He's had a nice afternoon, at least here early. Yuri Starr gets it from Burlowitz up ahead to number 8. That's Alex Guerreri. And now we get some, I believe there's a foul away from the disc. Guerreri puts this one out. D'd away nicely there by Blue. Kind of tripping over each other. No harm, no foul, as Dana Kerwin out of Andover High knocks it away and gets it back in Blue's hands. Alex Guerreri, I had just mentioned, was actually a late addition to the roster today. Put in, named to as an all-star, always a nice surprise. Nice job by Blue right there. Looks like they're going to give it to him. Looked like he might have been a little bit short, but Ryan Treisman out of Andover is in for the score. 3-3 our score here. Blue tied it back up here in the first half in our D1 High School All-Star game. Jonathan Chi knocks it down, starts things off here for Red. Over to Russell Smith out of Concord Carlisle. Toby Harvey right there, nearly for a D. Instead, it's Adam Meserve collecting it. Swings it up this near sideline. Alex Carreri, Masconomet. Nice play right there. Good way to track down the disc was Meserve, and in for the score. That's number 1, Emily McCarter, Cambridge School of Weston. Red set to pull here again, up 4-3. They trailed early, and this one will stay in bounds as it teetered on the boundary line here. Blue pick it up as Anthony Screama picks things up here. Over to Willie Stewart. Stewart up ahead to Tessa James from Lincoln Sudbury. James looking for a dump. They've got Stewart cut off. This one she's just going to kind of put it out there. Laying out and making the grab nicely is Alex Lund, Newton North High School. I'm going to say he's in for the score. That was a beautiful catch. 4-4 game here after a beautiful layout by Alex Lund. Blue set to pull. We've gone pretty much back and forth in this one. Up ahead, and Adam Grammer moving the disc here. Yuri Starr from Sharon High School. Grammer hucks this one out into the end zone. If he gets it, it'll be good. He does. Isaiah Feldman Schwartz. Red pulling here, now trailing 5-4. Blue on top. Or excuse me, red on top 5-4. And Blue will try and answer back. Toby Harvey, he's going to throw one out there deep and going for Alex Majoni. He's staying in bounds. Checks his feet. He's in, not in for the score yet. Harvey's right there, though. One-handed grab and going down to the ground right after. Comes up with it. I was going to say he was out of bounds. My mistake. So Red will get it right back. Toby Harvey out of Concord Carlisle High School. Now Red in control again, looking to go up 2, be the largest lead for them this afternoon. Adam Grammer, Masconomet, can't hold on to it. So Blue will get it back and in good position. Alex Nolte over to Toby Harvey, feeds it into Ryan Treisman from Andover, and ties things back up here at 5. Blue pulling now, tied up again at 5. We get inch closer to halftime. Pull will roll right out around the 30-yard line. Adam Grammer picks things up and swings it kind of high, but Russell Smith able to track it down. Up ahead to Yuri Starr. Starr back to Smith. Smith gets it into the hands of Feldman Schwartz. They had a defender draped all over him. Here's another huck, this time off the hands of Grammer, and laying out but not able to make the grab. So Blue will get a chance to get the lead back. Couldn't come up with that one in the back corner of the end zone. Might have gone out the back anyway. That was Starr out of Sharon. So Blue will start things off again, or take over, I should say. Scrimma gets it over to Tessa James. Tessa James from Lincoln Sudbury. James got it over to Harvey, couldn't swing it back into the hands of Scrimma. So Red gets it in good position here as Grammer takes over to start. Low dig out by number 13, Smith, though his put immediately after sails out the back of the end zone. So another turn here, and Blue with another opportunity get the lead back.
Thank you.
Couple of Masconomet teammates here today. Willie Stewart on the blue team. Adam Grammer of red, as well as Alex Carreri. They were the D1 champions, defeating Lexington 15-12. Not too long ago. Here's Blue again. Left-hander out there. Gets it into the hands of Alex Lund, Newton North. Lund swings it over to Scrimma. Scrimma, the lefty, in the hands of Tessa James, and her put a little bit short for the hands of Michelle Iskander. She can't come up with it, so Red gets it back. Adam Grammer. Grammer's been really their go-to guy. Feldman Schwartz, another big player in this Red offensive line. Up to Starr. Starr, Grammer, and Feldman Schwartz. Those have been the three guys here for Red, but another one out the back of the end zone. So Red having some trouble here on this point connecting, as they've had good positioning here to start each one of their tries off with, but they've sent it out the back each time. Scrimma goes to collect it and taking his time walking it up the field. We'll start things up again. This is a high throw that gets over his man and into the hands of Red, but a hammer is a little bit too much out the back once again. Red a little trigger happy. Grammer with that throw that time, and they continue to send it out the back of that end zone. Scrimma will start things off once again for Blue. Been stuck here 5-5 for a little while now, a long point. Here's Harvey. Harvey out to Majoni. Majoni BC high. He's going to send one deep. Trying to track it down is Iskander, and she can't get there. Red once again will get it back. Ariel is Muria from Somerville. Start things off. Feldman Schwartz. That's Grammer. Up ahead to Starr. No good, and they kept it in that time, but Majoni with good positioning there defensively on Starr keeps him from scoring. Blue once again starting things off at their own end zone. Harvey shaken off. Scrimma is bailed out though. Catch made behind him. That was intended for him as Willie Stewart gets it back. Stewart, another, as mentioned previously, player for Misconnet. It's Blue again on this near sideline. Scrimma in control. He's been handling a lot. And this one is Deed. Was hit just enough by Smith after the throw from Stewart. Knocked it away, and not a chance there for Harvey. Adam Grammer again starting things off. Toby Harvey, close mark. Grammer hucks this one down to about midfield. Defender had a chance. They collide, but the catch is made by Berlowitz. And be out of bounds, so Alex Lund good defensively there. Here's another huck right from Blue. Lund's going to try and get it back, and nice guy defense there from Red. We've gone back and forth on this point quite a bit. Grammer with the D. Now Red playing with a little bit of urgency as they move the disc, these short throws. Smith in there trying to get it to Grammer. Up ahead to Starr. Here's Smith again. Now they have it in Grammer's hands. He got a man downfield all by himself, and he leaps into the end zone with the catch. And after a long point, Red finally gets it and gets their lead back. 6-5 the score, Red on top once again, and I'm pleased to introduce as our now color commentator, the Executive Vice President of Major League Ultimate, Nick Darling, who is in the house for our Whitecaps current game tonight, right after this one. Thanks for joining me here, Nick.
No, thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was excited to be able to get here in time to see a little bit of this game. We took the long drive up from Philly this morning and crammed 7 of us into a rental
Always fun.
van thing and got up here. So,
Well, we've had some exciting high school action here as these teams have had their regular seasons pretty much come to an end and being named All-Stars. You see a nice layout there, and blue and red here in our D1 game have gone back and forth the whole way. Here's Skirma.
ooh, that's a nice throw there to the back of the end zone.
And stays in. Seth Murphy, Middleborough High School, making the grab. Skirma has been one of the handlers today. He's having a nice day. 6-6 game here. Blue and red, they've really gone back and forth and a lot of quick points. We had one exception, probably a couple of minutes long, but relatively fast-moving game here for the D1, and that's not how you start off a point.
That's always that's the worst moment in your ultimate life.
Oh, yeah.
We had a rule when we were in college that if you dropped a pole, you had to run out and catch the next one with one hand.
Back to the 6-6 game here. Blue in good position. Anthony Skirma from Somerville High School. It looks like he's going to pick up the disc. Wait for the red team coach, Dave Christensen, and a couple of their reserves to get off the field. Good field position after the drop pull. We saw one of those in the D2 game. No player ever happy with that.
Ooh, nice little in and out cut there. Looked like that was number 5, Tim. How does he pronounce that?
I'm saying Scotch. Tim Scotch out of Lexington. 7-6 game here, blue on top. We said it's gone back and forth this whole way as this pull is a nice one. We'll just float out of bounds. So red with some decent field position. Adam Grammer bringing it up. He's been their go-to guy offensively here. Grammer, Feldman, Schwartz, and Starr. Jonathan Berlowitz in the mix as well, but Red's kind of had that 3-man rotation, really. Feldman Schwartz right on cue making that catch. Low throw, dug out nicely. That's Carreri.
Looks like he just gets that in on the inside of the sideline there.
He said it's been tricky a couple of times for the players today, playing on the bigger football field, but sometimes forgetting exactly where their boundaries are. Nice layout grab.
Oh, beautiful catch.
Red pulling now, tied at 7. Blue will look to send this into halftime. Starting things off, Alex Nolte gets it over to Majoni. And there's a drop, so Red will get a chance to take advantage here. Grammer in control. Grammer's pretty much played this whole game. Going to put one up there. 2 defenders for Blue back, and they D it nicely. Grammer wanted that one. So we haven't seen too many long points, but a couple of turns here already.
A little bit of breeze out.
Yeah.
You can see it having some effect on some of these throws.
Nice grab there by Trisman. Yeah, the wind's been kind of picking its spots on and off. Here's a huck. Can he catch up? No. Tim Scotch again deep there for Blue.
Oh, nice cut. Had a little space on his man. Just couldn't reel that throw in. Got a little bit too far out in front of him.
And someone might be calling a foul because we have yet to see Red pick up the disc. Yeah, one of our players for Blue here limping off the field. Just a little bit.
Looks like we might have a bit of an injury being called here. I mean, ankle from the looks of that one.
She's walking off under her own power, so that's always a good sign. Can't see the number just yet. Dana Kerwin does come in, number 6. It's Michelle Iskander. She had a goal earlier, so hopefully she's okay. And now Red will start things off. Good mark on the dump.
And some good defending there all around.
Get it back to Feldman Schwartz. Red trying to work around a double team. Nice cut there. Here's another hawk for Red. Blue defender coming in nicely. Knocks it away.
So just the right angle on that defensive play there. Number 18, Alex Nohelty?
Nolte? Something?
Yeah, I need those phonetic spellings.
We don't have that luxury today, so it's kind of a any man's game. Yeah, that's true.
You never know, you may hear it later.
Willie Stewart floats one up deep. Tim Scotch, the intended receiver, his cutter, he's going to call himself in. Red won't contest it, so nice put there, and Scotch sends this game into half. 8-7 the score, Blue on top. Second half action here to start as Blue is on top of Red 8-7 in our D1 high school all-star game. We see our second drop pull.
Another drop pull?
Jonathan Chi. At least there's a different player this time.
Taking turns now.
Yeah.
That's why you got to make him go out and get it again.
Jeff Poster alongside Nick Darling here. Second game D2 All-Stars, and right away Blue takes advantage of the drop pull. A couple of drop pulls for the red team. Jonathan Chi, the latest victim at Acton Boxborough. Not exactly the way you start. Let's see if they just let this one drop.
I don't have.
They do.
I got to say that was maybe a wise decision. After a couple of drop pulls in a row there.
Here's Chi. Now Blue out with the zone. And Red turns it over. Throwaway, really. And Cutter was close, but...
Tried to get aggressive with that zone and break it down really quickly. It might have been better served to move that disc around a little bit.
Let's see, Blue, a layout, no good. Lost his hat on the play, but... So, Blue going for it right away there. And now Red will have to try and break Blue's cup here. He's swinging around to that near side. That's Smith. And
Interesting move to pull the zone out here. It's you know, we got a little bit of breeze, but often you'll see teams try to take advantage of that breeze to play something like this, which we're seeing the cup up front, of course, and you'll have 3 players sort of in the middle and one guy hanging back to deny that deep bailout throw.
Yuri Starr got the disc off. You can see threatening the hammer is Russell Smith, and cup works out. Turned it over.
Yeah, zone offense really requires a lot of consistency. Every throw, every catch, because you're going to make a lot of them.
And Blue in once again, another score. So they've started off this second half pretty nicely. 10-7 the score here as Blue pulls down to Red. Red has made a couple of mental mistakes, I'd say, here to start this second half off. Drop pull. Couldn't break Blue's zone as Blue goes to that again.
Yeah, once something works, there's no sense moving away.
Exactly.
Red really needs to get a point here to get their confidence back and get back headed in the right direction.
Well, stuck deep in their own zone. That's Feldman Schwartz and got it over to Smith. Now in the hands of Justine Garin at Lexington. Nice grab right there. Now they got a nice give and go moving here. Some speed. Yuri Starr out of Sharon High.
Starr's a tall guy from the looks of it.
Yeah. Swing it back to... Couldn't quite see that one.
Grammer has the disc.
And there it is.
It away into the middle of that zone.
Toby Harvey, Concord Carlisle, takes it away. He had a big impact on the first half, as there's the bobble catch. Blue able to hold on to it. Harvey again. Moving out to their left. Long huck is tipped, so it'll just be a turn for Blue here as Red got a hand on it, knocked it away. That was Screama on the throw.
Yeah, Screama really tried to force that one in there. He had a cutter going, but instead of trying to lead him out, it looked like he just tried to bury it in his chest. And the defender was just a little bit too close.
So Isaiah Feldman Schwartz from Northampton will get things going here for Red. Still trying to answer back, still trying to find an answer for this cup. They broke it for a little while last possession they had, but ultimately couldn't finish. Feldman Schwartz again.
The blue team made a nice recovery once the Red got through their cup on that last possession and were able to get reset.
There they go. Now they've got a chance to get through as Garin makes a catch.
And open in the middle. She's quick.
Up ahead to Grammer. Grammer's been a big hand, and right there defensively is Screama.
Oh, he gives it right back. I'll tell you what, that was a little conservation of greatness.
Right, exactly. Here's Yuri Starr, and gets it into the score for number 5, Feldman Schwartz. So I'm sure Screama not too happy after that. Screama made a nice D and then immediately dropped it and gave Red easy point right there. Red getting back a point there, making it a 10-8 game. Blue trying to pull away a little bit. Here's Harvey. Once again, there's a big huck, but defender right there. We've seen that a couple of times already in this second half.
Yeah, you get the seared guy open deep, you get those big eyes, and you put one up, and fight on it. Easy interception in the end.
A little trigger happy. Berlowitz gets it from Grammer. Back over to Starr. And those have been the 3 names have been saying the most. Another huck. And this one floated up and in. Nice read of the disc and good field awareness. Just had to take that little leap.
Nice little floaty flick there after the open side. Gets himself some space out in front of his defender, and then makes a nice catch.
10-9 score. Red gets back to within 1, but Blue has the disc, receiving the pull.
Yeah, I don't think you say has the disc until they've caught it.
That's true. In this game, that's true. Well, they have it now. Willie Stewart faking a hammer right there.
We're getting a little stranded at this point. Not able.
And
looks like we have some sort of call though. Maybe a pick downfield.
well, now we're resuming play, and Stewart wants to throw one up there. See what happens. Nice grab by Screama coming in for it. Screama going to send one out to his left deep. He's got a man in Harvey.
My goodness. What a break throw around to that side with that floaty flick again.
$11-9 game here. Blue trying to keep at least that 2-goal lead, and that one just out of bounds.
You elated a little bit there.
Well, they learned their lesson. They're not going to go for the pull anymore.
Beautiful day out here for this game today.
Perfect weather.
Just a nice light breeze, taking a little bit of the edge off that sun. But not taking too much of an edge off these throws.
No, not at all. And we've had 2 nice games. We had the D2 High School All-Stars, the blue team winning that one. And so far, Blue following suit here in the D1 game. Nice bid defensively there by Scotch with the layout. Doesn't come up with it. And that one just right through the hands of Ariella Asmuria.
Tough drop there.
Screama will pick it back up. He's kind of been their go-to handler here. Over to Stewart. And a little bit of a misread there for Harvey.
Yeah, I mean, he had him open there. If he could have gotten that further out to the sideline, he would have certainly had an easy goal.
Feldman Schwartz gets it from Chi. Gets it back to Chi. Red team not having to deal with Blues Cup this time. The strict man defense. Toby Harvey out on the mark. Up to Carreri. And
it's a bit of a question mark there. From this angle, it kind of looked like he reeled it in, but of course, it was kind of blocked by his...
He's trying to show it now. That's Adam Grammer. Wisconsin High. He's been all over this game. I'm going to give it to him.
I would have liked to just seen him get up and start playing. A little more confidence there if you actually think you caught it.
And we got a foul right there on the catch, so that's going to go back. Tim Scotch hitting Feldman Schwartz. Both number 5 on each team. Now Grammer a little more patient this time. Swings it out. And too low. And now Harvey's going to take off. Try and track this one down. Be a battle.
Oh, my.
Nice.
Wow, that is a nice defensive play there.
They're going to call a foul this time, too, it looks like.
Yeah, it does.
Grammer
Got a foul called on the catch, and apparently uncontested as he's taking the disc there at the goal line.
Blue with an 11-9 lead and a good chance to make it 12, and they do very quickly. Ryan Trisman gets the put from Toby Harvey. Blue pulling now up 12-9. Benefit of a well-placed timeout call. Set up their offense and see if Red can respond back. Nice layout, bid defensively there. No, Skrima can't come up with it. Red with some time here. That's Carreri, Adams Common High School. Carreri headed to RPI next year. Yuri Starr in control. Yuri Starr heading to Ohio State, and now we're going to get a foul call after the throw from Starr. And disc be tapped in. Actually, that's Adam Meserve from Sharon. Was Starr before. Meserve gets his pass up. And there's a turn. A little too hot there on the end line for Emily McCarter. Emily McCarter from the Cambridge School of Weston will be headed to Smith College next year. A lot of seniors on this red team get to cap off their high school ultimate careers here in this all-star game. Is a nice touch. Here's Nolte. Swings it around, gets it right back. Nolte up near that 40-yard line. Nice one-handed grab right there by Skrima. Skrima again with using that left hand nicely. Nolte has it once again. Skrima again in control. This one he's going to float a backhand out deep to the other side of the end zone and going up and making the grab. Seth Murphy, Middleborough High School, makes it 13-9. Blue starting to run away with it. 13-9 game here for Blue. Skrima, who had the nice put for the assist on that last one, has a great pull right there. It will go out of bounds. Just right at the goal line. Russell Smith will bring it up midfield. As Red's got to respond back here. Try and crawl back into this one and running out of time. Shadow's starting to creep across the field too as the sun gets higher.
The blue team's making things difficult for Red right now. Playing nice defense. They're back in the man-to-man, but it's a tight man. Not giving the throwers a lot of options.
Here's Starr. Starr a little too hot on that throw.
Yeah, he's asking a lot there with a quick, snappy throw.
Justine Garin couldn't come up with it. Good chance here for Blue once again, right at midfield. Alex Nolte. Back to Skrima. He's got to be feeling good after the last couple of points. Nolte again.
Oh, that's going to be
Huck Right in the wheelhouse there. 14-9, Blue in good position here. If they can get a D, finish this one off, it would be a Blue sweep. The D2 Blue team also winning on the day. But Red will see what they can do. Going for a quick here. That's going to be Grammer down deep, and he reels it in. Wow. Here's Red's pull. They got to play some defense here. Try and hold off Blue. They just need one more. Toby Harvey. Puts it over to Stewart, and they're just going to try and lay this one up. Ryan Trisman, does he come down with it and hold on to it? Oh. He did, and what a way to finish a game. Wow.
Yeah, you see a nice punctuation mark like that on the end of a game like this. Nice play there.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Nice put there from Toby Harvey, and Ryan Trisman out of Andover High School caps this game off. Final score, 15-10. Blue on top. As I said, the Blue team in the D2 game won that one as well, so a Blue sweep. But a big congratulations to all our D1 All-Stars. First with the Red team, Daniel Weinstein out of Lincoln-Sudbury, Sophie James also out of Lincoln-Sudbury, Jonathan Chi from Acton-Boxborough, Alex Carreri out of Masconomet, Isaiah Feldman-Schwartz from Northampton, Justine Garin from Lexington, Grace Casto from Andover, Ariella Asmuria from Somerville, Adam Grammer from Masconomet, Adam Mazur from Sharon, Russell Smith out of Concord-Carlisle, Jonathan Berlitz from Lincoln-Sudbury, Yuri Starr from Sharon, Alex Guerreri from Masconomet, and Emily McCarter out of the Cambridge School of Weston. And for the Blue team, Alex Majoni out of BC High, Alex Lund from Newton North, Tim Scotch from Lexington, Dana Kerwin out of Andover, Tessa James from Lincoln-Sudbury, Seth Murphy from Middleborough, Paul Winder-Cower from Somerville, Toby Harvey out of Concord-Carlisle, Michelle Iskander, Lincoln-Sudbury, Alex Nolte from Andover, Ryan Trisman out of Andover as well, Willie Stewart out of Masconomet, and Anthony Scrima from Somerville. On behalf of Nick Darling and our cameraman Dana Matson, I'm Jeff Poster. Again, final score, Blue 15, Red 10. Have a good night, everybody.